Let's know the extraction of metals. Extraction of metals from the ores. The extraction of metals from ores involves mainly in three stages. One is concentration or dressing or enrichment of ore, extraction of ore metal or conversion of ore into metal. Then the third one is refining or purification of metals. So these three processes or these three stages are written in the form of a flowchart. So if you did not understand this flowchart, I will send you a picture. I post a picture of extraction of metal flowchart in my channel, so you have to please check it. Or instead of showing a picture, then I will send a picture directly in my channel. I posted a picture in my channel, so please once check it and you are able to understand it. So ore, as we know what is meant by ore. Then first stage is concentration of ore. This concentration of ore takes place by using four methods depending upon the impurities are present. So hand picking, washing, fermentation, magnetic separation. We will discuss. The second step is extraction of crude metal from ore. The second step that one is the extraction of crude metal or conversion of ore into metal. So this extraction of crude metal from the ore is differs for different metals. So as we know, highly reactive metals, moderate reactive metals, and low reactive metals. So these three these metals has different processes to extract the metals or to extraction of crude metal from the ores. In case of highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, aluminum. So generally highly reactive metals are combined with halides, nothing but chloride, chlorine, fluorine, oxides, as we earlier discussed at the level. For example, hard silver, AgCl, sodium chloride. This is bauxite, hematite, or oxides. Sodium oxide, magnesium oxide, aluminum oxide, bauxite. So halides and the oxides. So these are extracted by the electrolysis of molten ore. By the process of electrolysis, we can get highly reactive elements, highly reactive metals like sodium, magnesium, aluminum. Then coming to the medium reactivity or moderate reactivity, examples are copper, silver. So these medium or moderate reactivity metals are available in the combined state with carbonate ores, then the sulfide ores, and sulfide ores. So first carbonates are involved in the process called calcination. Then the sulfide ores are formed roasting by the process of roasting. So by the calcination, by the roasting, carbonate ores and sulfide ores are formed their respective oxides of metals. These are involved in reduction of metals. Reduction takes place by four methods: chemical reduction, auto reduction, displacement reaction, and electrolytic reduction. After we get refining of metal. So these refining of metal carried by four processes again. So we can refining or purification. Can purify the metal so by using four methods: distillation, cooling, liquefaction, and electrolytic refining. Then coming to the low reactivity metals. So low reactivity metals are sulfide oxides, then oxides are reduction, then will apply, and then finally we will get the refining. So example is silver. Example is silver. So these are the this is simple mind map or the flow chart to know how the metals are extracted from their respective ores. So highly reactive metals, moderate reactive metals, as well as low reactive metals. So these are having different processes to extract the metal from their respective ores. So let's understand the one by one. First one, concentration of the ore. Concentration of the ore. So I rub this flow chart. Then I have to send a picture of this of extraction of metals flow chart. Then please you have to see, and if it is possible, please note down in your notebook. Then understand very easily what the process is involved. So let's understand extraction of metals from the ore. The first step is concentration of ore, nothing but so these ores contain some impurities. So first we have to remove the impurities from their respective ores. So that process we can call as the concentration of ore, or dressing of ore, or enrichment of ore. So let us understand hand-picking, washing, flow flotation, and magnetic separation. I place that only. So the first step is concentration of ores. Concentration of ores, or enrichment of the ore. Ore is an impure compound. Ore is an impure compound of metal containing a large amount of sand, rocky materials. The unwanted impurities, the unwanted impurities like sand, rocky, or any empty particles present, or limestone, mica, whatever some impurities present in ore, are called gangue. So what is meant by gangue? So impurities are present. Whatever the impurities are present in the ore. So because ore is a combined state and also contains impurities. So the impurities present in the ore is called as a gangue. So before extracting the metal, it is very necessary to remove the impurities or the gangue. So the methods for removing gangue from ore depends on what type of impurities are present in the ore. What type of gangue is present in the ore. So based on their physical properties, based on their chemical properties, so we have to remove the gangue from the ore. By removing the gangue, we get concentrated ore containing much high percentage of the metal. To get the high percentage of metal, we necessarily remove the impurities from the ore. So what methods we have to follow? To remove the gangue or remove the impurities from ore to concentrate the ore. To concentrate the ore, what methods we have to use? So already I wrote on the board what are the methods we use to remove the gangue. So hand picking. The first one is hand picking. So if the ore particles and the impurity particles are different in one of the properties like color, size, etc. Using the property, the ore particles are hand picked, separating from the other impurities. So hand picking, we have different separating techniques: hand picking, sieving, then distillation, fractional distillation, sublimation. So many processes are there. So one of the process is removing the impurities hand picking. So if the ore contains impurities, so if there any substance is present like sand or soil, so based on the size, based on the color, so we are able to remove the gangue or impurities from by hand picking. The second one, washing. So ore particles are crushed and kept on a slopy surface. They are washed with controlled flow of water. So less density impurities are carried away by water flow and leaving the more dense ore particles are behind. So how do we remove the impurities by using washing? So particles are crushed, ore particles are crushed and kept on a slopy surface. They are washed with, for example, so a slopy surface is formed like this. A slopy surface is formed like this, maybe, right? So here crushed, all the ore particles are crushed into small pieces. Through this, when the water is washed with controlled flow of water. So when the water is passed through the crushed ore particles. So the ore particles which are having low density, so they flow along the water. They are which are high density, they are present on the surface. So in this way we have to separate the impurities. Then froth flotation. So this froth flotation is method used to separate for sulfide ores. So froth flotation. This method is mainly used for sulfide ores which have no wetting property. Whereas the impurities get wet. The ore with the impurities finely powdered and kept in a water, taken in a flotation cell. Air under pressure is blown to produce froth in water. Froth so produced takes the ore particles to the surface, whereas impurities settle at the bottom. So froth is separated and washed to get ore particles. So for example, froth flotation. So for example, this is the device we have taken like this, right? Then this is a simple diagram of froth flotation process. So here air is passed compressed air. Then above above a froth is formed. So this froth contains froth bubbles carry sulfide nodes. So the sulfide nodes contains so these are and the flow, these are formed. Then here the gangue is formed. Gangue. So the downward is gangue. So all present. Sulfide will put water containing water containing pine oil. So sulfide ore particles. So for example, this is the sulfide ore particles. So this is froth flotation. This process is used for sulfide ores. So the ore with impurities is finely powdered and kept in water taken in flotation state. So this is called as a flotation cell. So fine powder of sulfide ores are there. So they are kept in the water and compressed air is passed. Due to the delay, so adding mixed particles are reached the flotation cell. Then a froth is formed, bubbles are formed. These bubbles contain the sulfide ores. So this process is called as a froth flotation. This froth flotation, by using this froth flotation, so then we have to separate the impurities and we get the sulfide ore particles. Then the other one is magnetic separation. So if the ore or the impurity or one of them is magnetic substances, if any magnetic substances, then by using the magnets, they are what will happen? They are all attracted towards the magnet. So all the any magnetic substance impurities are removed. By the magnets. So by hand picking, by washing, by froth flotation, by magnetic separation. So we have separate the impurities from the ores. So the impurities present in the ore are called as gangue. So by 4 methods we remove all the impurities. Then we get the concentrated ore with no impurities. Then from this concentrated ore, so different types of metals, means the highly reactive metals has different processes to extract the metal from the ore, and moderate reactive metals have different processes to get the metal from their respective ores. Then the low reactive metals have different process to get metal from their respective ore. So then we will discuss about extraction of metals for highly reactive metals, for low reactive metals, and the second one is medium reactive metals. Next process will go conversion of concentrated ore into metals. So conversion of concentration of ore into metals involve three ways. For highly concentrated metals, highly reactive metals and moderate reactive metals and low reactive metals. Based on that, now after few minutes we will discuss about it.